Why are people packing up and leaving Ireland, a country known for its breathtaking landscapes, rich history, and warm-hearted people? This question has been echoing through the green hills and bustling cities of the Emerald Isle, stirring up a storm of curiosity and concern. The land of saints and scholars, renowned for its cultural heritage and natural beauty, is witnessing a growing trend of departure. It's a paradox, isn't it? Leaving a land that's often romanticized in literature, music, and art. Yet, data and news reports suggest an increasing number of Irish residents are choosing to leave their homeland. Let's take a moment to consider the gravity of this situation. This isn't a small, isolated incident but a sweeping phenomenon that's been dubbed the Great Irish Exodus. It's a title that harks back to the historic period of mass emigration during the 19th century, yet this time, the reasons are different. In the past, Irish men and women left their homes out of necessity, driven by famine and poverty. Today they're leaving by choice, propelled by personal and professional aspirations. From the outside looking in, it's puzzling. Ireland, with its enchanting scenery, lively traditions, and friendly locals, seems like the perfect place to call home. But for many, the reality of living in Ireland doesn't match the picture postcard ideal. High accommodation costs, limited social activities beyond alcohol, long commutes, and a desire for better work-life balance are among the reasons pushing Irish youth to seek greener pastures abroad. It's a complex issue, one that's reshaping the lives of young Irish people and altering the fabric of Irish society. But what does this look like on the ground? Who are the faces behind these statistics? To understand this exodus, we need to delve into the personal stories of those who've chosen to leave. As we delve deeper into this Irish exodus, we'll explore individual stories that shed light on the larger trend. Meet Jane Cowan, a young Irish woman who is part of this growing trend. Jane, like many of her peers, has been contemplating a life beyond the Emerald Isle. She's part of a new wave of young Irish graduates who, faced with the realities of life in modern Ireland, are choosing to seek their fortunes elsewhere. Jane's story is a reflection of the challenges many young Irish people face. High accommodation costs are a significant hurdle. In cities like Dublin, the cost of renting a flat can eat up a large portion of a young professional's salary, leaving little room for savings or leisure activities. Speaking of leisure, Jane also points out the limited social activities available to young people in Ireland. While the country is famous for its pubs and lively nightlife, not everyone wants their social life to revolve around alcohol. The lack of diverse recreational options can make life feel monotonous and stifling for those craving a different kind of excitement. Then there are the long commutes. Many young professionals in Ireland find themselves living far from their workplaces due to the high cost of city living. This means spending hours each day traveling to and from work, eating into precious free time and contributing to a poor work-life balance. Jane, like many others, yearns for a better work-life balance. She sees her peers in other countries enjoying flexible working hours, generous vacation time, and a culture that prioritizes life outside of work. It's not hard to understand why she and others like her might be tempted to pack their bags and head for sunnier shores. And yet, leaving home is not an easy decision. There's the sadness of being far from family, the challenge of building a new life in a foreign land, but there's also the hope of a better future, the excitement of new experiences, the promise of new friends and adventures. Jane's story is not uncommon among the Irish youth, as they set out in search of better opportunities. And as we'll see, she's not the only one making this difficult decision. Then there's Michael Burton, a young man who initially left Ireland for London, only to find the city's stress and lack of community spirit overwhelming. Born and raised in Ireland, Michael Burton sought the promise of better job opportunities and a brighter future in the city of London. As a 28-year-old quantity surveyor, he was drawn to the bustling cityscape, the prospects of career advancement, and the allure of a higher pay. But as he navigated the fast-paced life of London, Michael felt an increasing sense of unfulfillment. The city was a whirlwind of activity, a place where every second counted and every minute was money. London, with its towering skyscrapers and endless opportunities, was also a city of stress. The constant hustle and bustle, the race to climb the corporate ladder, left Michael feeling drained, restless, and longing for something more meaningful. In addition to the high-stress environment, Michael also felt a lack of community spirit in London. The city was filled with people, yet it was easy to feel alone, isolated in the crowd. The warmth and camaraderie he knew back in Ireland seemed to be missing in the city's fast-paced lifestyle. And so, Michael decided to make a change. He chose to leave behind the stress of London and move to Lisbon, Portugal. There he plans to establish a fitness and wellness business, a venture that aligns with his passion for health and well-being. Moreover, he intends to transform his farm back in Ireland into a wellness retreat, creating a space for relaxation and rejuvenation far from the madding crowd. In his journey, Michael discovered that career advancement and higher pay were not the be-all and end-all. His story resonates with many others who are seeking a slower pace of life, a sense of community, and a balance between work and personal fulfillment. Like Jane, Michael's story is a testament to the changing desires and priorities of the Irish population. The stories of Jane and Michael are individual threads in a larger tapestry. As we delve deeper, we find that these stories are not isolated incidents but part of a larger trend that is reshaping the socio-economic landscape of Ireland. Young individuals, armed with their degrees and ambitions, are leaving the Emerald Isle in search of greener pastures. But what does this mean for Ireland? First, let's talk economy. The departure of these young talents can lead to a brain drain, a situation where a country loses its most educated and skilled individuals. This can impact the growth of the Irish economy, as these individuals often contribute significantly to innovation, productivity, and economic development. The absence of these talents could potentially slow down the country's progress. But the implications extend beyond the economy. The departure of young individuals also has a profound impact on the society. Family structures are altered, communities are reshaped, and the cultural fabric of the nation evolves. The trend of young Irish leaving their homeland can lead to a shift in the demographic balance, with an aging population left behind. Now, why is this happening? One could argue that economic factors play a significant role. High accommodation costs, limited job prospects, and the allure of higher salaries abroad are often cited as reasons. But it's not just about the money. There's a deeper, more personal aspect at play here. Lifestyle choices and personal fulfillment are becoming increasingly important in the decision-making process. Whether it's the desire for a better work-life balance, the quest for a sense of community, or the need for personal growth, these factors are driving young Irish individuals to explore life beyond their home country. In essence, the reasons behind this exodus are complex and multifaceted. It's a blend of economic realities and personal aspirations, a mix of necessity and choice. It's a journey of self-discovery and growth, of finding one's place in the world. These individual narratives provide a glimpse into the complex reasons behind the Great Irish Exodus. So, what have we learned about this recent trend of people leaving Ireland? We've journeyed through the narratives of Jane Cowan and Michael Burton, two young Irish individuals who chose to venture outside their homeland for different reasons. Their stories, while unique, are indicative of a larger trend that we see unfolding across the Emerald Isle. Jane, like many of her peers, was confronted with the reality of high accommodation costs, a society heavily centered around alcohol, and the monotony of long commutes. She yearned for a better work-life balance, something that she felt was elusive in Ireland. The lack of diverse social activities and the pressures of urban living were pushing her towards a new adventure. On the other hand, Michael's journey was fueled by a quest for personal fulfillment and a slower pace of life. Despite the allure of career advancement and higher pay in the bustling city of London, he found the city's stress and lack of community spirit disheartening. His story reflected a desire to break away from the metropolis's high-speed life and establish a wellness business in the tranquil landscapes of Portugal. These stories underline the shift from emigration out of necessity to active choices shaping young people's lives today. High living costs, a desire for a better work-life balance, and the search for personal fulfillment are some of the key drivers behind this trend. But it's not just about leaving, it's also about what they carry with them. As they set foot in new lands, they bring along a piece of their Irish heritage, their connections to home enduring despite the physical distance. They're reshaping their lives, yes, but they're also subtly influencing their new environments with their unique Irish perspectives and values. Whether it's the search for a better work-life balance, lower living costs, or a more fulfilling lifestyle, the reasons for the Irish exodus are as diverse as the individuals embarking on these journeys. And as they set out to new horizons, they carry with them a piece of Ireland, forever etched in their hearts.